that we are not living right.
My God.
Romans 14:12 says, so then every one of us shall give account of himself to God. Meaning that the preacher, your mama, your daddy, nor your doctor can save you from going to hell, nor can they put you in heaven. God holds us accountable for everything that we do in our lifetime here on earth. Also understand the importance of words. Everything that comes out of our mouth can either be life or it can be death. Matthew 12:36-7 says, but I say unto you that every idle word that man shall speak, they shall give account thereof in the day of what? The day of judgment. For by the words thou shalt be justified, and by the words thou shalt be condemned. God is letting us know that every word that we speak is meaningful.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
We will be judged upon our words, y'all. You know why? Simply because of us, those of us that are not speaking the godly words towards one another and against one another will be condemned. You know, see, we as Christians have the tendency to think we always got it together. Meaning that some of us are always saying we don't need any help. So what you mean to tell me that we would rather trust in ourselves than trust in God? Well, I don't know about y'all, but guess what? I'm going to trust in God because I've tried trusting in myself many times, and you know what? It ain't never seemed to work out the way I wanted it to.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah. But ain't nobody talking to me. It's quiet in here, but you know what? I'm going to preach it anyhow. See, when we sitting in the car contemplating suicide, when we were sitting in the car contemplating suicide, did we call on Jesus, y'all? When we was rolling up the joint with the homies, did we call on Jesus now? I don't hear. Or my favorite one, when we were sitting down, kicking it at the barbecue with Uncle Elroy and all of them drinking our Bud Light Platinums at the fish fry on Friday night, turning up to the blues. Did we call on Jesus? Pastor, I don't hear nobody. The answer is no. See, now we want to call on the Lord because things have gotten a little crazy. Police killing civilians at free will. Hallelujah. God is saying, where were y'all for all this time?
Hallelujah.
And guess where he was at, y'all? He was standing at the door. But nobody was there. He's simply telling us, if we would have trusted in him in the first place, we would never have even gotten in this predicament. See? 2 Corinthians 1:9. But we had the sentence of death in ourselves, that we should not trust in ourselves, but in God which raises the dead. Amen?
Amen.
God saying that it is time we decide whether we are going to live what? Half empty or half full. Are we going to put our trust in him and press forward? Or are we going to continue down this windy road of life not knowing what will happen? God does not care if we're sitting on the front row of the church every Sunday, putting on this show, acting like we are so holy and righteous. God does not care if we pay that extra 10% in tithing on Sunday morning. Guess what? Because we're still being blessed.
Amen.
You know, it's something about us Christians. We can act and play all holy if we want to, but it's time that we get our houses in order. Meaning that it's time to pack our bags and hit the road, Jack. Put our trust in the Lord and turn back no more, no more, no more.
Yes, sir.
Hallelujah. See, if we seek God, we shall have a clear picture, an overjoyed happiness, a life that is full of blessings. But see, we have to get on the path first, right?
Amen.
Amen. Hallelujah. Right now, because what? Time is winding down. Time waits for nobody.
Nobody.
I just like that peace and quiet, because now you can actually think about everything that you should have did, everything you could have did, and time just passing you by, because you're sitting down on your gifts. You're sitting down on God.
Hallelujah.
See, God is calling us to the other side. So it's time we step up to the plate and make the choice. Don't continue with this auspicious plan of confusion. He's waiting for us to make the decision. You see, God is a gentleman. He does not force himself upon anybody. Please keep that in consideration.
Yes, yes.
What if God says it's time for us to come to heaven? We saying we ain't